Alright, this is Mark Hamlin, and I created this video to give you a fast start training and overview of how to do several things within the WeShare crowdfunding platform. Alright, first thing I want to show you is how to upload your payment button. Okay, so what you're looking at here is my project page. You notice at the top it says WeShareCrowdfunding.com/my username. Now you have two websites that come with the program once you register. You get this even if you register for free. And so this is the first site. This is your .com page, which is your project page. And so what you're going to want to do is tell your story, and it's pretty much going to be about 2 paragraphs, maybe a little more. You're going to talk about your project, your goal, the funding goal, what you're going to do with the money. Okay, then you're going to come on down and you may talk a little bit about yourself, tell your own story. So very simple. When you do this, you don't want to have any contact information in here, no email addresses and no phone numbers. All right, very, very generic. You can upload a video, and there are other videos that will show you how to upload the video. In this training, I'm going to focus on just a few things for right now. So there's a place where you can upload your image. This is your portrait. This is your primary image. And then also here is your donation button. Okay, so let's focus on the donation button because this seems to be the issue that most people seem to have a little challenge with. So we're going to go right to that. How to upload your donation button. All right, now, excuse me. Now, when I go to this .com page, it has a Why Join Us here. If I click on that, it actually takes me to my other site, which is my .net site. See right there? WeShareCrowdfunding.net. This is my company site. This is the site that I can use to refer people who want to join the program. And you'll notice when they go here, my name shows up here. So whenever you send someone to your website, you want to make sure that they see your name. If they don't see your name, tell them do not register, that they're in the wrong place, to get back in contact with you so that you can give them the proper address. Alright, so you have a .com, which is your project page. You have a .net, which is your company page or your referral page. And once they get here, they can go back and forth. They can go to your project page here, and of course they can join here. Alright, so this is where they would actually click to join and then fill out the appropriate information. But what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to log into my back office so I can show you how to create your payment button. So I'm going to log in here, and when I get to the back office, this is your latest news, some updates, etc. But I'm going to click on the menu here, and then I have a drop down, and the first thing I'm going to go to is my project. So this is where you're going to create your project. So you're uploading a photograph. If you don't have a photograph of yourself, you can take one with your phone and then email it to yourself, save it on your computer, and then you'll be able to pull it up by clicking on files here, because this goes to your computer files where all your pictures are, all your downloads, and all your images. Okay, so you have that. That's your photo. Then here you have the project picture, and you notice that this is much larger. So normally when you look for this picture, you want a picture that's going to be large, about 1,000 by 500. And I have another video which gets into more detail concerning that. And then you're going to upload that. Then of course you're going to come down, you're going to fill out your project title. This is a subtitle or a tagline which lets people know in a few words more information about your project. Alright, helps them understand a little more detail what your project is all about. Then you simply come here and you begin to tell your story. And of course you can bold it and highlight it and change colors, etc. You can put videos in here, and we'll talk about that a little later, and write your story. Okay? Alright, then if you have a testimony, you can actually write your testimony and put that in here as well. Okay? Now, here's the most important thing I want to get you set with, which is your donation button. Alright, the donation button goes in here. Alright, now, first thing we have to do is go get the code. So how are we going to get the code? We're going to go to your PayPal account. So we can come up here, log into PayPal.com. And if you ever set up a PayPal account, If you ever set up a PayPal account, they still have your information stored by that email address. So you want to go there first, see if you remember your original email address. If you cannot remember it, you can put in here forgot email, and they will forgot password, and they will provide it for you. Okay, so I'm just going to log in with my email and my password. So it takes me to this page, and I'm going to click my PayPal. Alright, so it's logging me into my PayPal account. Now when I get here, now yours may look a little different because I have one of the original accounts which goes back a while. You may have a newer account. So if you have the newer account, you're going to click on something called Selling Tools. If you have the older account like I do, you're going to click on Merchant Services. So it's either Selling Tools or Merchant Services. And Selling Tools will be about the middle of the page. So I'm going to click on Merchant Services, and it takes me here. And I'm going to click on Create a Payment button. And you're going to see something also. It's going to say Create a Payment button for your website. That's what you're looking for. All right, so we're going to go ahead and click on that. And now I'm going to click on this blue Create a Button. All right, you're going to do something very similar. Create a button. All right, so here it is. So now it's going to give me a choice of buttons that I want to create. See right here it says choose a button type, and there's a drop down right here. I click that, there's a drop down. Well, this is for donation, so I want a donation button. See that? And then here I type in the name of my project. So when people get here, they will know that they are in the right place. If I want a specific code, I can put that here. Let's say I have different places where people are sending me money, and I want to identify where that money is coming from. I can put a code here. But most of us, we just have one project page, and so we don't need that. So this is showing me what my donation button is going to look like. It's already preset, so that's what I want. And here's the currency, which is US dollars. And then I can set fixed amounts or let the individual determine the amount that they want to put in. So I'm going to leave it, let the individual determine the amount that they want to put in. Click Create Button. And now this is going to create a code. It's called an HTML code. This is the code that I want to put in my back office of my WeShare crowdfunding site. So I'm simply going to click on Select this code. It turns blue. I put my mouse where the blue is, and I right click and I copy. See that? I copied it. Now I'll go back to my WeShare crowdfunding back office. I go back to where it says donation button. And I'll just show you again where you do that. Click on menu, click on my project. You scroll down till you see donation button. When I get there, I come over to tools, and I click on source code. See that? Tools and source code. Now when I get here, what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, the code is already in there. But if it wasn't in there, I would simply put my cursor there, right click, and hit paste. And then it puts the code back in there. Can you see that? Very good. So mine is already set, so I don't need this. I'm just going to go ahead and delete what I just put in there. Okay, now once that code is in there, you're simply going to click OK. I'm going to click cancel, but you would click OK, right? And then you click Save My Project. Save My Project. Once you click Save My Project, ladies and gentlemen, something's going to happen up here. It's going to go to the top, and it's going to say your donation button requires approval, something like that. And so it's going to take about an hour, maybe 2 hours before your donation button will actually show up on the page. All right. And so once you see that red indication up there, it says your donation button has been submitted for approval, you are good to go. And you just come back a little bit later to check your project, and you will see that donation button is going to show up. So I'm going to click Preview My Project. And after about an hour or two, your donation button will show up here. The company has to check it to approve it, to make sure that the code is correct and that everything is working properly. All right, so that's how you set up your donation button. Okay, so that's all I wanted to cover on this for right now. Let me just go back over here. I've got another video that gives additional information on setting up your project page. Very good. Well, thank you so much, and everyone have a great day.